Welcome to Girls Night In, presented by Public Supermarket Charities. I'm Sherry Jackson from CBS 42 News. I get the honor of being your host tonight. I hope you're all comfortable at home in your favorite pajamas and enjoying that delicious food from Post Office Pies, or the wine from United Johnson Brothers of Alabama, or the soft drinks from Buffalo Rock. We're delighted you're with us tonight. Throughout the evening, we hope to educate you on Girls Inc. and their mission to inspire all girls to be strong, smart, and bold. In a typical year, Girls Inc. of Central Alabama operates after-school and summer programming for girls ages 6 to 18 in the Birmingham area, in addition to their community impact programming in Bessemer, Shelby, and Walker counties. In 2019, these programs served more than 3,500 girls, and almost 900 of them with 50 hours or more of programming. But 2020 was no typical year. Tonight, we'll share with you the innovative ways Girls Inc. responded to the challenges of 2020 and introduce you to some of the key supporters who stood by them. More importantly, we will hear from the girls themselves. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a very great, fun Girls Night In. First up, a message from the president and CEO of Girls Inc. of Central Alabama, Dr. Connie Hill.
Thank you, Sherry. We are honored to have you as our host this evening and to have Public Supermarket Charities as our presenting sponsor for the event. We're also grateful to our committed board and staff, and of course our committee of 25 who put this event together for you. We're grateful for you for tuning in tonight. Hopefully, those of you at home saw our list of amazing sponsors in the pre-show. If not, stick around afterwards to chat with your friends and thank these corporate leaders who made this show possible. Here at Girls Inc., we focus on the whole girl, and we give her the support she needs to navigate gender, economic, and social barriers to grow up healthy, educated, and independent. Our approach has been even more important to girls' physical, mental, and emotional health in 2020 as they've faced COVID-19, heightened awareness of racial injustice, and have adjusted to online schooling while staying focused on their future. Tonight, you will see the difference Girls Inc. is making for girls in our community during the pandemic and every single day. To support our work, you can click the Give Now button on your screen at any time. Now, we're very excited to have a message from Mayor Randall Woodfin, who is a longtime supporter of Girls Inc.
Hey everybody, it's Randall Woodfin, and thank you. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this event. And we're glad to have Girls Inc. in the city of Birmingham. The last year has pointed out how important groups like Girls Inc. are for youth in our community. Not only does Girls Inc. help girls do well academically, they focus on girls' physical and mental health as well. I hope you enjoy the evening the girls have created for you.
Thank you, Mayor Woodfin. Like most of us, Girls Inc. was forced to shut its doors last spring and quickly adjusted their programming to reach girls virtually. With the new school year rapidly approaching and COVID cases continuing to rise, Girls Inc. knew that working families would need additional support, and they were up for the challenge. Enter the Rising Leaders Academy. It's a place where parents could continue to work while their children participated in virtual learning. This program addresses the critical need of having a safe and empowering environment for girls to learn. Here's a brief look at a typical day at the Rising Leaders Academy.
The work that we do at Girls Inc., it makes a difference in the girls' lives.
One thing that I want people to know about Girls Inc. is that strength and confidence looks different for every girl, and that's what makes them special and unique. My favorite thing about serving at Girls Inc. is that we get to empower girls to be strong, smart, and bold.
So my favorite thing about Girls Inc. is basically just how awesome it is and how much we support young girls and allow them to have a safe space to be themselves.
We care
that we truly care about the girls. We care about their future. 3 words to describe Girls Inc. girls. Independent, motivated, and leaders.
Girls get a lot of different messages from the world. They get a lot of messages about how pretty they are, how not pretty, that type of thing. But I think for me, it's just instilling in them that they are beautiful, that they are amazing just the way they are.
Girls Inc. is the perfect place for any girl. We can show them that they can be anything they want to. You're it. You're the person. You're it. You run the world.
I'm 9 years old. Also, I'm in the 4th grade. And what I like about Girls Inc. is that we get to be our own self and be very creative.
Woo! Good job. Yeah!
We program around the whole girl. We treat her past, her present, and her future. We don't put limitations on our girls, and everyone in our staff becomes invested in our girls' success. So whether that's something as small as helping them get a higher grade in a class, or as big as them giving a presentation in front of their schools, we help them and prepare them by encouraging them every step of the way.
Helping them be the best they can be. Last year was a time to count on our friends, and tonight Girls Inc. would like to thank some of those very special friends who went above and beyond for girls in 2020. Many companies raise funds for the United Way campaign each year. Brasfield and Gorey takes it a step further. They put their employees to work. The company chooses a hands-on project that will make a difference at a local agency. For last year's campaign, that project was a complete remodel of the outdoor space at Girls Inc. With the help of their staff and their subcontractors, Brasfield and Gorey renovated the garden space. They built new picnic tables and constructed a beautiful outdoor classroom. Their work made an underutilized space into one of the best spots on the campus. The project took on new meaning with the pandemic. When Girls Inc. was able to reopen for our day school program, the outdoor classroom became the site of art classes, STEM experiments, and a very competitive spelling bee. This gift is one that will live on for many years to come. We want to show you a brief video highlighting that beautiful outdoor space and honoring Girls Inc.'s Incorporated Partner of the Year, Brasfield and Gorey.
One of the great things about our Crestwood location is the beautiful campus we have. It allows the girls to get outside, to enjoy nature, to study and be creative outside. But Alabama, like many other areas, has its difficult times of year when it's too hot, too cold, too rainy. Thanks to Brasfield and Gorey and the building of our new outdoor classroom, we don't have those kind of limitations anymore. Now, no matter what the weather, the girls can be outside, they can enjoy nature, they can learn, they can play, they can do messy STEM experiments, they can work on their art projects, they can write poetry and read books and dream big. We can't thank Brasfield and Gorey enough for creating the kind of inspirational outdoor space that girls need in their lives. Another wonderful part of the project that Brasfield and Gorey did was to redo our garden. At Girls Inc., we study healthy nutrition, and we talk to girls a lot about trying new vegetables and herbs and how to add fresh seasonings instead of salt and sugar to their food. The work that Brasfield and Gorey did to create our new garden allows them to pick fresh herbs and vegetables right in our backyard and go into our new kitchen and try them out. This gift would have been amazing any year. But in 2020, at a time when we need more social distance for the girls, at a time when being outside is really the healthiest place they can be, the Brassfield and Gorey project was really a lifesaver for us here at Girls Inc. It has created safe space for the girls, and that's why we're honoring Brassfield and Gorey as our corporate sponsor of the year.
Congratulations, Brassfield and Gorey. It's clear that this outdoor classroom has inspired the girls to spend more time outside, whether they are planting seeds or just breathing in the fresh air. This is critical, as one of the key elements of the mission of Girls Inc. is to inspire girls to be strong. The Girls Inc. Healthy Living programs are designed to improve the health outcome for girls in our region. As our next segment shows, Girls Inc. health and wellness programs include more than learning the food pyramid. Strong programs help girls maintain their physical, mental, and emotional health. Now you'll hear from the staff and girls about what strong means to them.
One thing that I would really love for people to know about the girls that we serve is that they are strong.
Strong means to me to be mentally strong, to be able to handle adversity and challenges that come our way.
In my opinion, to be strong is to do what you need to and not be afraid.
Health and wellness at Girls Inc. focuses on the mind and body, more specifically stress management. Girls Inc. teaches girls to advocate for themselves, to stand up for themselves, especially in a world where people are constantly underestimating who girls are.
The Hispanic program works with girls and boys in the school system through the outreach programs. Every program that we have in Girls Inc. in English, we have it in Spanish too. So that way we can work with everybody and we can bring this important information to everybody. Hispanic girls especially, they don't have technology available, internet or computers. So it was really hard to work with them virtually. And we just love it. We miss our girls. We can't wait to see them in the school.
Our work is important because we teach girls to be more than what society tells them to be.
I want to start my own business.
You believe in yourself, you know you're strong, and you can do it.
Strong, fearless self-advocates, inspiring. The Girls Inc. girls certainly know what it means to be strong, and they're learning every day. For many of us, though, this year, it's been hard to stay strong throughout the pandemic. In such uncertain times, girls and families in our community have experienced stress, hardship, and confusion. Girls Inc. of Central Alabama stood with the girls every step of the way, providing services, support, and information. In this next section, you'll meet an especially strong Girls Inc. girl named Skylar, who's interviewing Dr. Caroline Harada from UAB about the pandemic, the vaccine, and her advice for girls who want to follow in her footsteps.
Has it been challenging to be a doctor during COVID?
Yes, it has. I think it's been challenging to be a person during COVID. But in my job, I have to take care of a lot of people who've been really sick. People who've been really sick with COVID and people who've been sick with other illnesses, and they didn't want to come to the doctor because they were scared if they did, they would get COVID. So they waited too long and then they got sicker. And so I've had to take care of a lot of people who are really sick.
How can we all do our part to help COVID go away?
The first is wear your mask and keep it up over your nose. Don't put it down under your chin like some people do. Wear it over to cover your nose and your mouth all the time. The second thing is stay 6 feet apart whenever you can. And then the next thing is if you get a chance to get a vaccine, get it. It's so important especially for adults that you know to get their vaccinations.
What advice would you give people that have concerns about the vaccine?
Some people are worried because they think that the science was rushed, that they were rushing so much to make the vaccine that they didn't do a good job with it. But I'll tell you, I've read the studies and they did a very good job. They were super careful with their science. And so I think the vaccines are really good and safe. And I got one. So I think that that everybody who can get one should try and get one.
What made you want to be a doctor?
Well, I am always curious about things. I always want to learn more. And so I always had lots and lots of questions. And one of the things that I find the most fun about medicine is that you're always learning new things. And that's a really fun part of it. And then the other thing that's really fun is that you get to talk to people all day. And I like to talk to people. And I like to take care of people. So being a doctor is perfect for me.
What advice for girls do you have that want to be doctors?
Well, I would say do really well in school. Focus on your studies. Put your best effort forward every single time at school because you have to have good grades to get into medical school. And also, the more you know, the more you can help other people when you're a doctor.
That's true. And that's all the questions.
Fantastic. It was fun talking to you, Skylar.
It was fun talking to you too. I learned a lot of new things about COVID and a few more things.
Great questions, Skylar. Thank you, Dr. Harada, for sharing that very important information with Skylar. I know a lot of us have these very same questions. The next community partner Girls Inc. would like to recognize would be the dedicated volunteers. When the Girls Inc. staff was asked to submit the names of Volunteer of the Year to the Committee of 25, Girls Inc.'s junior board, two individuals came to mind for many of them, Destiny Askew and Katie Saxon. For the past 3 years, Destiny has been dedicated to our mission. Her first 2 years with Girls Inc. were spent as the Outreach Volunteer Coordinator, where she managed the Bold Futures Mentoring Program as an AmeriCorps member. Though she currently serves at a different AmeriCorps site, Destiny returns frequently to maintain the Girls Inc. Community Garden and to check in on the girls.
Destiny has truly been a gift to Girls Inc. She has shown us time and time again that not only does she support our mission, but she truly supports our girls and their well-being. Whether she is serving as a Girls Inc. ambassador, replanting and organizing the garden, or just dropping by a batch of delicious cookies to lift our spirits, she has done more than you can ever imagine for Girls Inc. of Central Alabama.
She used to teach us about gardening things that we didn't even know, or about like insects or nature.
We honor your commitment to organic food for our girls. We honor your dedication to AmeriCorps and the service that you provide to your community. And we honor you for being the amazing, strong, smart, and bold woman that you have become. Congratulations, Destiny.
Congratulations. Now, Katie Saxon has been a dedicated volunteer and an intern at Girls Inc. for over 2 years. From answering the phone in the Crestwood Center to teaching English to our 4th graders, Katie's warm presence shines light wherever she goes. Though she's a full-time student at Samford University, Katie always finds time to serve.
Katie Saxton is such a bright light, and we are so grateful to have her on our team.
Miss Katie is sweet. She's really fun. She's awesome. She let us do activities.
Whether she is tutoring in math and reading, creating a pen pal program with her sorority, advocating for us online, or just knitting one of her beautiful blankets and donating the proceeds. At this point, we don't even see Katie as a volunteer anymore. She's family.
There's this little girl, and her name's Haley, and she is obsessed with Hamilton. And so every time that I go down there, I go, Angelica, and she was like,
Angelica, taking your lies over. Daddy said to be home by sundown.
Katie, tonight we honor you. Thank you for all that you've done, and thank you for all that you are. Oh, and happy birthday!
Congratulations and happy birthday, Katie, and congratulations to you as well, Destiny. As you can see, both young women have served in many capacities at Girls Inc. and are incredible examples of strong, smart, and bold women that girls at Girls Inc. aspire to be. Speaking of strong, smart, and bold, the second key element of Girls Inc.'s mission is to inspire girls to be smart. All girls who attend Girls Inc.'s programs participate in daily academic enrichment or SMART programming. These classes reinforce what the girls learn in school: Additionally, Girls Inc. summer programs place specific emphasis on preventing summer learning loss and focus on supporting girls as they transition grades. SMART programs not only reinforce skills learned in school, but they expand girls' academic horizons as well. Because the importance of expanding career opportunities for girls, Girls Inc. has designed special programs that are focused on science, technology, engineering, and math. Yes, STEM. Now you'll hear from the staff and the girls about what SMART means to them. And don't forget, you can support these programs by donating throughout this event.
SMART means to do good in school.
SMART to me means that we are giving our girls academic support and enrichment.
It's good to be smart because being smart makes you feel confident, and being confident makes you feel like you can do anything you put your mind to.
So SMART for our girls is more than just grades and percentages in school. It's about using what they've learned in school and in the books they've read to practice it in the journey in their life.
With COVID-19, with social media, with cyberbullying, and a lot of things going on today with girls, the Girls Inc. Club is a safe virtual space for girls who are between the grades of 4th through 6th grade. And it is a place where girls can be themselves.
The Eureka program is a place where girls are supported and encouraged to explore, learn, and grow in the world of STEM. It's important to engage young girls in STEM because they are the future. Their present moment right now is setting the foundational launch pad for their journey. We give them access to strong, smart, and bold women leaders in the community so they know that they can be just like them when they grow up. And we want to empower them. One thing that I want people to know about the girls that we serve are they are a resilient bunch. Even through the pandemic, they are finding ways to make it work.
The difference that Girls Inc. makes for our girls is it provides an environment where they can feel confident within themselves, they feel empowered to be what they want to be, and allowing them to just be who they are.
I'm not just talking about smart, like book smart, I'm talking about life smart. Like those life lessons that you don't necessarily learn in school.
I don't judge people by the color of their skin or how they are.
They are creative, they're innovative, and they're passionate. And they are observant of the world around them, so they lean on the community, and it's important for the community to know that they are looking up to them.
Be brave, believe in yourself, and eat healthy, and be strong, smart, and bold.
Being smart, like Suhani said, is more than just the knowledge you get from books. It is the life skills you learn from growing up. Unfortunately, some of those life lessons aren't always going to be easy. As girls, when and if they experience racial injustice in society, Girls Inc. works to help them process their feelings in constructive ways to address these issues. That's why Girls Inc. staff and volunteers have people who are trained and knowledgeable on the needs of every girl. Up next, a super smart Girls Inc. girl named Ashley interviews Jim Roch. He's the author of the Birmingham Pledge about his work to eliminate racism and prejudice.
How can we create spaces to eliminate racial prejudices from our thoughts and actions?
I would say that the first requirement for doing that is to be conscious of the problem, to be conscious of the fact that racial prejudice still exists and that it exists in many people who really don't realize that they're racially prejudiced. I view the Birmingham Pledge as being a tool for discussion of a difficult and sometimes controversial issue.
How can we as youth encourage others to be a part of the Birmingham Pledge?
Sort of a dramatic way to make people aware of the Birmingham Pledge is to tell them to go to downtown Birmingham and go to First Avenue North and 17th Street and look up at the side of the police headquarters, and there you will find in giant letters the words of the Birmingham Pledge. I guess maybe the right word is appropriate, that today that message would be displayed on the side of the building that serves as the headquarters for the Birmingham Police Department, because as we all know, the Birmingham Police got a very bad name during the early 60s.
What inspired you to write the Birmingham Pledge?
That's kind of what my target was in developing the Birmingham Pledge, and that was to make people aware. And if you notice in the words of the pledge, it says, "I will strive daily to do this and that." And I think that's what it takes. I think you have to be conscious of it, and I think you have to strive daily.
In your experience, what are reasons that people are hesitant to call out racial prejudice in their own communities?
I think that one of the things that we can do is when we recognize that somebody is taking a courageous stand on something, that we lend moral support to that stand. And the other thing we can do is just try to ourselves find the courage to call out problems for what they are.
How many individuals and corporations in Birmingham have signed the Birmingham Pledge?
I wrote the pledge in 97. We launched it in 98. That effort was successful because the Birmingham Pledge has now found its way to countries on every continent, including Antarctica. And six weeks, I guess, after I wrote the Birmingham Pledge, somebody came to me and said, "Jim, I've just learned that there's a copy of the Birmingham Pledge tacked on the bulletin board at the Taj Mahal in India." And I said, my goodness, if we can go from Birmingham to India in 6 weeks, there's nothing we can't do.
Thank you, Ashley and Jim, for that very meaningful, timely conversation. Our final honoree of the evening is someone who's also dedicated her life to supporting justice for the Birmingham community. Our Alumni of the Year, Counselor Crystal Smitherman. When Counselor Smitherman was young, she participated in summer camp at Girls Inc. After graduating from Hampton University in 2015, she was back at Girls Inc. teaching prevention programs to local schools while she prepared to enter law school. In January of 2019, months before completing law school at the University of Alabama, she was appointed and later elected to fill a seat on the Birmingham City Council. One of her first acts as a city council member was to partner with the Junior League of Birmingham to bring Centoya Brown, an anti-trafficking advocate and speaker, to speak to the teenagers at Girls Inc. Here's a brief video featuring Counselor Smitherman as she recalls her Girls Inc. experience.
I'm just so thankful to be honored by Girls Inc. I was really amazed, and it means a lot to me because I think everybody needs to know about Girls Inc. We all should invest into Girls Inc. Our kids are the future, and our girls are the future. So you never know if the next Kamala Harris or the next Shirley Chisholm will come out of Girls Inc. Girls Inc. was such a fun place growing up. I used to enjoy it because if you got there early enough, they had us in lines based off our ages. And it was just great to look forward to. We always did something different every day, whether it was dancing. Actually, I just thought about it. I was exposed to the song I'm Every Woman. So I remember they were like encouraging us to be ourselves and that how great it was to be a woman. I remember our teacher cut on the song and us dancing in the classroom. And every child should have that moment to have those fun moments where they can step away and just forget about their problems and just really be a kid. I learned how to swim. Well, we tried to teach me how to swim. At Girls Inc., we always went to the pool. We always exercised. I remember learning about different bugs and flowers, going out in the backyard, catching lightning bugs. It was a really, really good time. I really enjoyed it. If I had to give advice to any young girls who want to go into politics, stay true to yourself. Make sure that you don't lose your why of why you want to help your community, because as long as you have that why, whether it's going to politics, whether it's getting through college, law school, medical school, then you will never ever have the ability to quit, because you know that at the end of the race, you are going to be a blessing to those people who would be affected by you in whatever field you go into.
Councilor Smitherman, thank you for your service. Your impact on the community continues to inspire girls to be bold, which happens to be the final element of Girls Inc.'s mission. Life skills classes prepare girls to be successful and independent adults. From building self-confidence to preventing bullying, Girls Inc. Bold programs instill core values in girls we serve and help them prepare for the future. Now you'll hear from the staff and girls about what bold means to them.
Bold means to me independent and confident, really being able to express yourself.
Bold means to me just standing out above the crowd, voicing your opinion without being concerned of what others may think, just really being your authentic self.
Our Bold Futures program here at Girls Inc. is our mentoring project. It's where we pair girls from the ages 9 to 14 with older mentors to help them whatever they're going through in life. Mentors are important because they're there to help our girls with whatever they need. They're there to be guidance, homework help, or even that ear to listen. And it gives them the confidence to be the women they want to become.
The Teen Leadership Program at Girls Inc. focuses on college and career readiness skills. And so with our girls, we help them to establish life skills, development related to just personal aspects of their lives in conjunction with building their skills related to career. The difference that Girls Inc. makes for teen girls is that it gives them a safe space to just be themselves, to express their concerns regarding society, personal concerns, just anything that really encompasses who they are.
The work that we do here at Girls Inc. is so important because we are literally changing lives.
Girls Inc. has helped me be strong, smart, and bold by pushing me out of my shell and not making you do it to where you don't want to, but helping you little by little make progress every day to become a better person.
If somebody try to tell me like that I'm ugly or something like that, they won't hurt my feelings because I know that I'm beautiful.
My boldest dream for the future is to become known worldwide, either for acting or singing, because I'm passionate about both.
Simplest way I could say they're just beautiful, beautiful young girls, and that we really care for them and that they're gonna take over the world one day.
Encouraging girls to discover their passion. And thinking about boldness, our next interviewee comes to mind immediately. Judge Javen Patton was the youngest of 9 African-American women elected to the bench in 2016. Not only is she a Girls Inc. alumna, she's a role model for the girls in the program today. Here's a bold Girls Inc. girl, Sydney, who's talking with Judge Patton about her motivation to run for office and her goals as a judge.
When did you know you were ready to run for your position as a judge?
I would say about a year and a half before the election, I decided that I was interested in the judiciary in Jefferson County being more inclusive and looking more like the makeup of the county. I wanted victims or those involved in lawsuits to have an idea that they're being represented as well. I think when you walk into a space and you see someone that looks like you or that you identify with, it kind of allows you to take a deep breath, relax, and feel that you're getting a fair chance. And I wanted people to have that opportunity to see somebody that looks like me, that's from where I'm from, be in a position to let them know that they can do the exact same thing.
What 2 to 3 issues were most important to you before you were elected? Has that list changed over the last 4 years?
So I would say access to the system was important for me. Making sure that I put forth my best effort in order to represent the judiciary well. I wanted to make my family proud, my parents proud. They poured so much into me in my life. I wanted to make sure, you know, I was shooting for the stars and I was reaching them. And again, I was really inspired by the idea of making sure that people aren't scared to come to court.
How do you balance self-care and being successful in your career?
That's difficult. I have to actually schedule time in my calendar. I have to put it like as an appointment, hey, leave work, go to the gym. Make sure that I build it into my everyday because I will work through the process. I've come to realize that I have to have a stopping point in the day. When you get to this point, stop, get up, leave.
What is your biggest piece of advice for any young woman entering a male-dominated field, whether it be law, engineering, skilled labor, or medicine?
Absolutely go for it. Be fearless in your everyday. Know that you are just as good, if not better, and that you can do anything that anybody else does. It's all about preparation. The work that you put into your task is what you get out of it. So it's a risk and reward situation. So go big or go home.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? What do you think?
I think you need to be definitely very resilient and persevere.
I agree. It gets difficult. So resilience is something that you will need to carry in your back pocket.
And also be really adventurous.
I like that. Why adventurous?
Because people like to stay in their comfort zone. But sometimes if you just step a toe out, it doesn't really help. Sometimes you just need to jump off and hopefully you'll land somewhere.
There you go. That's part of being fearless.
Judge Pat and Sydney, thank you. Great interview. I'm told Sydney is an aspiring journalist, and I can tell from listening. To close our evening, I'd like to introduce Elizabeth Hamlin. She's the chair of the Girls Inc. Board of Directors.
Thank you, Sherry. Wow, what a night. I am honored and proud to serve as the board chair for Girls Inc. of Central Alabama, and I'd like to thank each of you for joining us this evening. I'd also like to thank our friend Sherry Jackson, our host of the evening, and the many sponsors who support our work here at Girls Inc. As you can see, Girls Inc. focuses on healthy living, academic enrichment, and life skills to help girls grow up to be strong, smart, and bold. I hope you were as inspired by the girls as I was, and that you will show your support by making a donation toward our work this evening. So hit that button and donate. Our outcome measures show that Girls Inc. girls are more likely to see themselves as leaders with the skills and capabilities of influencing and improving our local communities. With girls, just like the ones you've seen tonight, and the thousands more we serve each year, the future is bright for Central Alabama. I'll turn it back to you, Sherry.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, all of you again, for joining us tonight for the first ever Girls Night In. I do hope you had fun. While we're signing off right now, we do invite you to stay online, chat with your friends, and thank our event sponsors. We hope you learned, laughed a little, and felt inspired by the amazing work that Girls Inc. of Central Alabama provides to our community.